What's going on? You guys are watching KG Simple Reviews, and in this video we are reviewing the Magic Chef 5 cubic foot chest freezer. Alright, so we felt like we needed a chest freezer. My family goes on a lot of Costco runs and we like to buy meat and produce in bulk. We felt like a chest freezer would be beneficial so we wouldn't have to keep going on Costco runs. And just in case there's like a meat shortage or any kind of apocalyptic event, we feel like a chest freezer would come in handy. But I'm going to go ahead and unbox it. What I'm really curious about is how much 5 cubic feet would actually fit in terms of food. We were debating whether to get a 5, a 7, or a 10. This was a good deal, so we went ahead and settled for a 5, but we have a bunch of food. I'm curious to see how much actually fits in this. For anybody who is interested in getting a 5 cubic foot chest freezer, I'm going to go ahead and put a link in the description for this one we have right here. But I'm going to go ahead and unbox this right now and see how it looks. Okay, we also got this because we felt like it was going to be a perfect size for the space we have it for in our garage. All wrapped in plastic here. Alright, I think I'm going to go ahead and kind of tilt this and kind of slide it out here. Alright, there's the front. Okay. Wow. So obviously it's not that heavy. I was able to slide it out of the box myself. Alright guys, I got it out of the box. It's not that heavy. I was able to handle it myself and kind of lift it. So if you're pretty strong, you'll be able to manage this and move it wherever you want in your house or garage. First impressions, I actually like the size of it. If you have a small garage like I do, you can kind of tuck it away in a corner as long as you have an outlet nearby. Another first impression is I feel like it is a lot bigger than I thought. 5 cubic feet doesn't sound that big, but just looking at it, we'll be able to fit a lot of food, at least enough for us to last a couple months. So I actually like the size of it a lot more than I thought I would. So I'll go ahead and get a little bit into the specs here. Alright, so right here it looks like you have the temperature control, you have the LED lights that kind of signals if it's on and if it's running, so that's kind of nice that it's on the front there. I kind of like the simple design of it. There's just that little logo right here and everything else is kind of just plain white, so that's nice. It's not really an eyesore if it's in a spot where there's going to be a lot of traffic. So what I really like about this chest freezer is that you have your easy storage slide basket, so if you have a lot of food piled up on this side, it wouldn't be that hard to just kind of slide it over and get what you need. You can also remove it. Another thing, I like this kind of separation cage here, so if you have meat or produce here, you can keep that separate, which is really nice. And like I said, you can see here, you can fit a lot of food, and I want to go ahead and test it out with what we have in our house, but it's bigger than a typical freezer you have in your house, so it's really nice if you have an excess amount of food or if you want to stock up. This is a perfect size for a family of 4 or 5, I feel. Okay, like I said, it has a manual right here. It looks like it has everything you need, all the information on the operation. It also comes with, it looks like, a little ice scraper. If that's ever a problem, you can get things tidied up and scrape the ice off the edges here or your food, whatever people use this for. But I'm going to go ahead and get this turned on and get it cooling, and we'll start storing stuff in the freezer here. Okay, so I untangled the cord, and this cord is actually pretty long. I know a big problem with garages, if you decide to store your chest freezer in the garage, is there's not outlets kind of on every single wall. So if you have an outlet that's kind of far, it still needs to be somewhat of a close proximity, but that's about how long it is, maybe a couple feet there. I'll go ahead and plug it in. And then as you can see, you have the LED light on the top here that indicates that it's on. If you're in a dark garage, that's kind of nice where you can see what you're pulling out. So I'm going to go ahead and close this and let it cool down. Alright you guys, the freezer in our kitchen was stuffed, so we brought pretty much all the meats from our freezer out here, as well as a bunch of like broccoli and frozen produce and stuff like that. So I'm going to actually kind of play Tetris to see if we can get this all to fit in this freezer here. So we just actually did a Costco run, so we have a little bit more meat than we usually have. Okay guys, so I'll go ahead and start off with the broccoli here. I think we're going to use it pretty often, so I'm going to stick the broccoli in those removable storage baskets there. And fish is something I eat pretty often, so I have some frozen fish here we can put also as well in the storage baskets. And as you can see, these storage baskets are a pretty generous size, so I can probably fit another half of what I put in here already. So let's go ahead, and I'm going to go ahead and stick the beef in this small area right here. And this is kind of Costco ground beef. I'm sure if you've been to Costco, this is the stuff you get. So, I mean, there's still plenty of room. It's actually quite nice. I can stick a whole bunch more meat in there. So I'm going to go ahead and remove this storage basket. Let's go ahead and stick the chicken right down here. Alright, here we go. So I'm a big fan of chicken. It's probably my favorite protein. I specifically like the dark meat. That's the tastiest. So let's go ahead and stick it in here in no particular order, but somewhat organized. So we have a mix of drumsticks, tenderloin, and chicken breast. I think we're on our 8th one. 8, 9, 10. I'm going to start to level it off on the bottom there. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and 16. With still plenty of room to go around. I am very surprised. Alright, so you guys, I am pleasantly surprised of actually how much room I have left to store meat. We also have Thanksgiving coming up and we're hosting, so I feel like I have enough room even down here to fit like 2 turkeys and then some more meat there. So that's actually very, very nice. Overall, I am very, very satisfied with this Magic Chef 5 cubic foot chest freezer. We actually felt like we were sacrificing a lot of space with our family, and we thought we were going to be able to fit all this meat in here. You know, we're planning on filling it up some more, especially with Thanksgiving coming up, but overall I'm very happy with this purchase. I have more than enough room, way more than I thought I would. I will go ahead and leave a link in the description down below for this Magic Chef chest freezer. Also, if you're interested in getting a bigger one, like a 7 cubic foot, if you want to fit like half a cow in there, maybe I'll leave a link in the description down below for the next one up. Go ahead and don't forget to subscribe, and thank you for watching this video.